from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Derek Harmon in for the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground for the first time. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
2nd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like,
he will do it himself. He's in.
Touchdown.
Caleb Williams. Touchdown, New Orleans.
it is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Set. Ready.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Finding room across midfield. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Buccaneers. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Bucs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He keeps it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Open man, right side, he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, New Orleans. They bring a tight end in motion left. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Williams to throw on second down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's up.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jonas Sanker is there to make the stop.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. To throw is Williams. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got it at the 7. And he's in! Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Saints.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Strike. Cut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready.
Back to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Ready. Smash. 45. Weiss. Ready.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 22-yard line. A long one from Gibbs, 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Check. Here we go. Set, go.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
10 cycles.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Ready?
Here's Gibbs to the 5-yard line.
Junior Gibbs to the carry. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Ready up?
Now here's second and goal.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to third and goal.
Set, ready. Blue 32, set, huh?
Now they'll set him to throw. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Buccaneers. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Bucs will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Herbert. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 27.
Here's first and 10.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the
Now
18-yard
Williams.
line.
Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he'll take this one in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Saints. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the Way out to the 30-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Hey, go Peter. 10, ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
38.
12 yards. Complete to Emeka Abuka.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
22 needles. 560. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. On the run to the right. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A huge play just before the half. 32 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
Red, 38. Ready?
Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This returnable with Reed. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Herbert to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now Williams going to keep it himself. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Herbert. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9. On the bootleg, it's Williams. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. Third down coming up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On third down, it's Williams. He finds Mims. It's complete.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On the handoff, this is Herbert. And the Saints are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Herbert is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran about the Lux Mesa up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep.
Here we go. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Michael Williams working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready. Set.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up of 8 out to the 33-yard line. It is third and long.
Right. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 22. Yellow. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 14 yards on the pickup there. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
On the double.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Right, right. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
18-yard line.
Here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Yards to go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be fourth down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Saints will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow, Lonnie. Here we go, set. Ready?
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Set, go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Rolling right, taking off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Okay, here we go. 52 Blues. Hut, hut.
Now, faking the give. He's going to keep it himself.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Ready.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
Ready, right. Mega, let's go. Black 40. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Ready?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down and force it past the line of gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Ready.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Come on, set. 30, white. Strike. Ready.
Back to throw. Moving outside the pocket. To the goal line and in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Tampa. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
We've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This will be big for the Bucks. They're going to try the 2-point conversion.
Ready, snap, red, 45, white. Hut.
Out to his right. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This returnable with Reed. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. From the 38 now, here's second and 3. carry here for Herbert. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Now a screen set up for Herbert. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out wide to Herbert. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready, break. Let's go. Fight, 60 red. Fight, 60. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. First down and more inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
The Saints, first down.
They'll run. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll stick to the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Saints will up the lead to 5.
Buccaneers, 33.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here's first down.
Set, ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. The gain is 64.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Yellow, 43. Hey, blue. Claude red. Set cut.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Set flat. 95. Cut.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Let it go.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.